I'm about to check out a video from, I think this is Jamari, but the video is about Jake Paul. Apparently he's sad. I don't know. I actually kind of like Jake Paul now, right? If you say you're going to do something, you stand on it, I rock with that. He said he was going to dedicate himself to boxing. He's been doing it and winning. So I like that. I don't like his brother though. Logan is I don't like him. Not a fan of Logan.
Happened. Jake Paul knocked out Mike. Wait, it's not the same Mike? Mike Perry? Who the hell is that? So last night was the date originally.
He's a former UFC fighter and current bare knuckle champion. He's pretty much the face of bare knuckle fighting championships. But I don't think you make as much money as bare knuckle or in bare knuckle as you would have fighting Jake Paul. So he was like, let me get this money.
Set for the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul boxing match extravaganza. But obviously with Mike Tyson having health issues at the last minute, they had to delay the entire thing until November. Honestly.
And y'all telling me he about to beat Jake Paul? I don't care what he used to be. Look at this nigga almost in a wheelchair right now. And y'all think that is a wheelchair. Mike Tyson is in a wheelchair and y'all think he about to beat up Jake Paul. If Jake Paul make it out of 2 rounds, he's going to knock Mike Tyson out clean, nigga. And remember I said that, because if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Mike Tyson step in that ring. If he get past 2 rounds, Jake Paul going to beat the crap out of him. This nigga could barely walk. He can't walk. He's in a wheelchair. That's crazy.
And having health issues at the last minute.
I kind of see why people were saying that Jake Paul need to fight real boxers, but you got to understand, Jake Paul wasn't really a real boxer until now. And if he fought a real boxer, someone at his level, you wouldn't know his name. Jake Paul got under like 10 fights. So you want him to fight a no-name boxer instead of someone who can make it entertaining and fun? Yeah, they might be old and decrepit, but it's still more entertaining because for some reason they think that people think Mike Tyson's about to win. He can't even make it to the fight. I think they pushed the fight back. When is it going to be, in August or something?
They had to delay the entire thing until November. Honestly, I think they should just call it off at this point. But regardless, Jake did fight Mike Perry last night. And I feel like no one knew this happened, nor cared. This is yet another mid-30s MMA guy who seems primarily focused on bare-knuckle fighting at this point in his career. Though he did have some success in the UFC, and
he more successful in bare knuckle. But he got in the UFC. He wasn't really doing nothing in the UFC because his fight style, he don't guard his face.
He did have one pro boxing match back in 2015 where he got KO'd. Just some notes on this one. This dude,
the audio was fake for that. That was audio from a UFC match he put in there. That was funny.
Mike Perry looked awful. Yes, he fought with a lot of heart, but his idea of defending himself was using his face as a meat shield. I'm just amazed that he lasted 6 rounds considering he got dropped in the first. I mean, the basic fundamentals were just nowhere to...
Right, November is nuts. Not long is from now, bro. If Mike is that injured, he got to pull it back to the... Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He about to get whooped on by this man. This nigga's too old to be fighting. Too old
to be found. This guy just stood flat-footed the entire match. And keep in mind, he still did manage to hurt Jake a couple of times. But with that being said, Jake had a quite obvious size advantage over this man. And he pretty much just dominated him all night.
Pause.
Now, before the fight, they did the face-off.
He said, hold on, yeah, but who'd want to fight an elderly man way past his prime? Jake? Like, y'all got to realize, right? Most of boxing, the most successful boxers are the ones that market, right? That's good marketing because for some reason, people think Mike Tyson has a chance. He don't. But because he's Mike Tyson, people believe it. You know who else does something like that or used to do something like what Jake Paul is doing? Randy Orton from wrestling. You know why? Because he's a villain. You know what Jake Paul is? A villain. Nigga, Randy ain't gonna get in there with old ass Ric Flair that got no business being in there and beat the flames out of this nigga. He gonna smile doing it and laugh when you boo him and tell him, why don't you fight somebody your size? Why don't you fight someone your age? And he gonna be like, ha ha, and then walk off so you keep being mad. Occasionally you're gonna see him take an L, but he gonna go in there to get you mad. And you'd be lying if you say you're not gonna watch it. You might not watch the whole fight, but you will look up a clip on YouTube the next day. I guarantee it. On YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, you will search it because you want to see either Jake Paul get knocked out or Jake Paul knock out Mike. You're going to want to see that. You might be like, oh, this is crazy. But you're going to watch it because it's good marketing. All right, and it's entertaining.
Of like they always do.
But
and
yes,
I don't know what it...
It's unfair, for sure. It's not right. But it's going to make money. You never know. This is a business move for Mike.
It is, but the sexual tension between these two is truly unparalleled.
Why are you nervous? I can see it in your eyes.
I'm excited.
You're not ready for this
nervous.
stage,
I'm
brother.
excited.
You're not ready for this stage.
You can have all this shit. I want the ring tomorrow.
It's like the guy is standing up there with his CT.
You talking about that damn size advantage. It seems like y'all don't ever watch the UFC. That's a normal size advantage. Like in MMA, if you watch the UFC, where he came from, that is normal size advantage. In fact, actually, on a regular, yeah, that happens all the time. Look at John Jones. This nigga was towering over people. You ain't never heard nobody say size advantage.
Brain trying to remember the script.
You're gonna eat the ring tomorrow. Face first. Face first.
I'm gonna eat everything you got. Everything, all of it. I'm eating all of it.
Pause.
Yeah,
just as the seconds go by, it continues to get gayer and gayer.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. All of it, Jake. Let's go, Jake. Let's go, Jake. Let's go, Jake.
I mean, I've seen Riley Reid put on a better action.
Y'all ain't like it?
I like it.
And Jake even had the audacity to be saying things like this. In 4 years, I've accumulated more skill than a man who's been fighting for 15. Make no mistakes that this is my most dangerous opponent yet. And then he got the fit on with the Cybertruck in the background. I mean, when motherfuckers are out here trolling around like this,
that's not true.
That's how you know this fool has too much money. I mean, even in just watching the training footage, it should have been apparent from the start how this was going to go. And this is also not the most talented person he's fought so far.
He ain't lying about
not
that.
even close. So here's Jake before the fight.
Looking sharp. Looking sharp as hell. The best part is that his hands is coming back to his face.
Looks pretty fast, looks to be in good shape. And then here you got Mike Perry.
Is this about to be the most violent fight Jake's ever been in?
Absolutely. This is about to be the most violent.
I hit the mic, my bad. Yo, his hands is down like crazy, bro. Oh, man, hold on. Let me check my audio. I got to make sure my audio is still good. Hold on. I hit popping, guys. I hit clicking and popping. How long that been going on for? Hope that was. Oh my God, there's so many clicks and pops in this. Pause. I'm talking about my audio. My bad, I'm checking my audio. I'm listening back. This clicks and pops because this clicks and pops right now, and I'm like, am I tripping or is it just the playback? My bad. I'm checking, guys. I can hear it staticking up or whatever they call it. I got to be checking this regularly, guys. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I definitely hear it. I got to figure that out. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I hear the clicking and popping. Let me see if I can fix it, guys. Can no one else hear that? Is it just me or am I tripping? Or... You said, hey, yo. All right, let me see if I can fix the mic, guys. My bad. I don't know what maybe I got to switch streaming services that I use to my streaming platforms. Maybe I got to switch that. Yeah, that's what I might do to fix my damn audio. So there's because this is crazy. But let me see. You said you heard when I said something about it. Y'all can hear it now. Y'all couldn't hear it before. So that means that it wasn't that bad. Probably I just pointed it out. But let me fix it anyway. Just bear with me, guys. I'm sorry about that. Hold on. Let me do this. Hello. There ain't no way the mic went back and started working immediately. Let me see. Impossible. Usually it makes me reload the page. Hello. Testing. Is it clicking and popping? Clicking. Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Loud train in the background. Just want to see it's clicking and popping. Yeah, I think I still hear it clicking and popping, but it was down a little bit. It's fine. You sure? I definitely still hear clicks and pops. Yeah, nah, I hear it. Give me a second. Testing. I might still have to reload the page. Testing. The fact. Yo, testing. Yeah, let me reload it and see what's up. Hello. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know if it's an audio problem, like the mic, or is it a software problem? But I'm gonna figure it out eventually. It might be a software problem though. And then now my camera acting up. If I could just get the camera back on, then let's see what's up. There you go. I'm gonna figure that joint out. Cause I think it's because I'm using a software that's online based.
Fight that Jake's ever been in. He's fighting the king of violence.
This dude has never heard of moving those stone feet of his.
Ever been in. He's fighting the king of violence. I'll fight no gloves. I'll fight 4-ounce gloves.
I mean, just in him talking, you know, bro got that CTE brain.
My CTE acting up.
And there was all the biggest stars showing out for this one. Sitting front row, you had Huck to a girl, and apparently she's been seeing Little Pump. Our world just continues to be a very strange place right now. And if you needed further evidence that Jake Paul was not taking this fight very seriously, just watch what was going on in his locker room minutes before the walkout.
Such a marketer. Oh! His arm just came out of his body! Jake Paul's arm just got ripped out of his body! Wow, that's an angry little officer there. Jake Paul is holding... Oh! That had to hurt.
Stop filming!
Wow, that cop is very... Is that a ticket? What is it? There's a fire there!
So he comes out, okay, he's dressed like some sort of Cybertruck gladiator. Apparently this guy was watching from methstreams.com. Here's where Mike gets dropped in the first round.
Very noticeable size. Man, jab high, jab low, overhead right.
And here's where Jake finally knocks him out. I mean, just look at the size difference between these two guys.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the guy
was
did
bad.
everything that he could, and he took an absolute beating until the very end. After the fight,
That
Jake
was
would take
bad.
some time to call out his next opponent. And of course, a lot of people were upset because he once again is calling out someone who is not a boxer.
And Alex Pereira, you said you want to box. I'm the king of this. Come over. We can make it happen.
Actually, I think Alex might have had boxing matches. Maybe I'm tripping. But he might have had some boxing matches, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. He's mostly was a kickboxer, but I could have swore he had a few boxing matches. Yeah. Yeah, he boxed before. So that's not true, actually. I hate when people do that. They said the same thing about Anderson Silva, and it was like, actually, no. Anderson has actually competed at a high level in boxing as well. Just because he wasn't more known for it. Yeah, he has a pro boxing record of 1-0. But he boxed before. It's like people, they want to see Jake Paul get whipped out so bad that they demanding that he fight like high level experts.
I want you, Alex
They
Pereira.
want like
I beat
people
multiple UFC champions,
way ahead
and he
of
said he wants to box. So Alex Pereira, after Mike Tyson, let's make it happen.
So obviously he's still planning on fighting Mike. And I guess immediately after he made that call out, he would hop on FaceTime with Alex.
Hey, let's run it.
Let's go, let's go, my boy.
Is Alex at a restaurant?
Yes. We'll talk to him.
He said, yeah.
Jen. Hey.
And the thing is,
I
for all
don't know.
these UFC and MMA guys, fighting Jake Paul is probably
This is a difference with power. Alex hit crazy hard.
going to be the biggest payday they're ever going to be offered. And so when you're getting later in your career and you see those $1 million checks on the table, I just think it can be really hard for them not to take it. Now, in Mike Perry's case, I guess it would kind of backfire based on this tweet, as Conor McGregor, of all people, would come out to say, hey, Mike, you're released and you can go and compete in your smelly, dirty boxing championship thing. The smell of it, good luck, you're fired. And I was like, what do you mean he's fired? You can just make that call? And apparently he can, seeing that his entertainment company is apparently the one running this bare knuckle fighting league. Conor would then take some time to say, Jake Paul is the biggest
owners. I remember when the bare knuckle fighting championship had an event and Conor jumped in the ring with one of the belts and was like squaring up with one of the champions. I'm like, what the hell is Conor doing? How is that even allowed? And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's why he's the owner of the company.
piss bag I've ever seen in my life. 40-pound weight difference, juiced out of his head, and still shitting himself in there.
Maybe
Naka
like
said, you
30.
should take him to Vegas. Oh, that's right. You could never. The Athletic Commission testing, real fighting. And then calling out 60-year-old Mike Tyson, fresh off an in-flight medical emergency. I swear to God, a fat can of bitch piss. Most valuable piss bag. What the fuck? So this is a man with a pretty obvious deep disdain for Jake Paul. Just some other general reactions. Well, Jake Paul just bullied another smaller guy in lieu of fighting a senior citizen. So God bless America, I guess. I've never questioned Jake's ability/work ethic. Hate every opponent choice he has made.
I'm glad Mayhem Miller is doing better. I hope he like, I don't know if this guy is well versed in MMA. I don't think Mayhem is the person that should be giving people life advice. And I used to be the biggest Mayhem Miller fan. This nigga's still tweeting. The hell are you doing? Tommy Toho, yeah, he's known out here in these streets too. For the MMA online sphere.
Outside of Fury, I think we're all dumb for playing into these matchups too. As a human being, I think he's a giant piece of shit, so I'm never giving him props. Hater for life. Other people noticed how bad his hairline has got. Some were speculating this was due to the steroids. I mean, look, guys, I get that white guys especially like to
could just be old age. Nigga, I got a friend whose hairline was like that since we was teenagers. That shit and it kept getting worse and worse.
like bunch their hair all up right here to make it look like they have a better hairline than they do. But if you're in your 20s, your hair all up rightwards. I mean, look, guys, I get that white guys especially like to like bunch their hair all up right here to make it look like they have a better hairline than they do. But if you're in your 20s and you're rocking the Trump, it might just be time to let it go. Go with the shaved head look. It's really not that bad. Now, out of all the comments out there on Twitter yesterday, this one had to be my favorite. Jake Paul once again fighting a 40-year-old grandpa. This time, it's Keemstar. Y'all know this is what Keemstar thinks he looks like in his...
That dude look like a gangster Keemstar. Go front. That look like a healthy Keemstar. I like Keemstar if he ever trained to fight Ethan Klein, because I think that that's the only fight that would make Keemstar work out. That nigga, he'd be in the gym all day, every day if you let him fight Ethan Klein. That's how Keemstar would look.
Head. And you guys know with influencers getting more involved into this boxing space, there's going to be a circus that comes along with that. And you get clowns like this guy still doing this bit.
Jake's gonna get that W, bro. Jake's gonna get that W. 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 He's gonna get that W. He's gonna get that W. I want Jake Paul to win against you. Jake Paul.
The crazy part is, Jake Paul 100% had to let him in there. Somebody on Jake Paul's team, they wearing the same brand that Jake Paul was promoting. This is a publicity stunt. And mind you, this guy's been doing this for like 10 years, just messing with people in the street, saying something weird, walk up to you, whisper something weird in your ear, and then act like you crazy, maybe start speaking another language.
Paul's gonna get that W, Mike.
Yo, come on.
He's gonna beat your ass.
I mean, first off, dude looks like he could be my cousin. And secondly, this has to be some of the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen a grown man do. I'm pretty sure this guy's been running this bit for like 5 years already.
Maybe it right hand, and he's down for a third time. There is a new king of violence, and his name is Jake Paul.
Saying there's a new
That's
king of
crazy.
violence, and his name is Jake.
I like Jake Paul, but that's crazy, nigga. Jake Paul being the king of violence, I don't know about that. That's nigga, you're wildin'. I give that title to a lot more people before Jake Paul. And boxing, he's bugging. Yeah, nah, that's good. It sound good though. That's nice. If I did a boxing match and the guy announcing said that, I would love that. I would take that clip and put it.
Jake Paul is crazy. Look, I'm just going to send a prayer out there right now. Please, Mike Tyson, beat this man's ass. And the thing is, guys, as much as people don't like these events, they don't like Jake Paul.
See? He think Mike Tyson is going to win. He ain't. The fight keep getting rescheduled because of injuries, nigga. It's not going to happen. That's crazy.
Paul beating up on these old fighters, they're going to continue to happen because they obviously continue to make money. But y'all let me know who you guys would like to see Jake fight next down below in the comments.
The king of violence. I'm going to be honest. I'm not on the wave of, I want to see him fight a real boxer, because he's in a in-between spot to where if he fights someone his level, the person's not going to have enough of a name for it to even matter. Like, the experience wouldn't match. If he was to fight someone in boxing who does have a name, it would not match, right? Because then, of course, they're going to win because they've been a pro fighter for longer. His only option is to fight people who are new to boxing just like him, or fight retired boxers. Stay away from Andre Ward, though. That's a setup. Don't do that. I think he retired undefeated too. Don't, that's a setup. Andre Ward would wax you. Jake Paul don't. He's too skilled. That's different. You know what? You know what I think will be an alright fight though? And this is the only fight I think Jake Paul could do with an experienced boxer that I think he still has a chance of winning. Deontay Wilder. Let Jake Paul fight Deontay Wilder. He got a chance. You got a chance, huh? I'm telling you. Because Deontay Wilder don't know how to box. For some weird reason, he ain't never learned. Jake Paul might knock Deontay Wilder out. That's the only pro boxer he should fight for real, for real. You say he wouldn't have a chance against The Rock? He might be able to beat The Rock. I have never seen The Rock box. The Rock box? He might whip The Rock. You said, no, he's a wrestler. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. He might beat The Rock. He said, would he survive a wrestling match? Well, his brother has. Apparently, according to my little brother who watches wrestling, he says Logan Paul's doing amazing. I watched the fight. He's pretty athletic. This nigga's doing backflips off the ropes. I was impressed. But tell me what you think in the comment section.